In just a few steps, you can have an amazing lunch or dinner with quesadillas, one of the pinnacle foods of Tex-Mex cuisine. It's a super versatile form factor. That's why today, I'm gonna be making a chicken and a steak quesadilla. Simple, but delicious. Let's get right into it. Let's turn up the heat. Let's get started with the marinade for the chicken. About 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, teaspoon of oregano, tablespoon of cumin. Don't drop the cap in. 2 garlic cloves, grated, and the juice of 1 lime. About a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. I'm using chicken thighs. You can use breast, just depending on your preference. Completely cover your chicken. Let sit in the fridge, minimum 30 minutes, no more than a couple hours. While the chicken's marinating, take out the beef. Here I've got 1.3 pounds of a flank steak. Turn your pan on high heat, a little bit of oil, and let's sear this off. And the pepper. Once your steak is ready, give it another flip. You want the biggest part of your steak to read about 110. This is going to give it ample time to get up around 10 to 15 degrees higher, around 130, 125. Set this beauty off to the side to let rest and come up to temp. Out with the steak, in with the chicken. When you pull the steak, keep the pan hot. Get your chicken from the fridge and lay it in the hot pan. Now we'll dice these up. 1 whole onion and 1 whole pepper, color of your choice. Give your chickens a flip. Once your chicken hits around 155 internal temperature, it'll climb just to around 165 and it'll be fully cooked. Pull these little suckers and put them right on the plate with the steak. Now that your pan's still hot, take your onions and peppers that you just chopped and go straight in. All that wonderful fond and flavor on the bottom of the pan from the chicken and the steak is in there, and that'll season your vegetables nicely. This is an optional step. You can do this, you don't have to do this. I just like a little more flavor punch in my quesadillas. They'll add a nice little crunch, nice little bite. Should be all set, just around 5-6 minutes. Set them to the side and wait to assemble. Now we bring in the meat. Slice your chicken up. And the steak. You can see the grains are going this way. We're gonna cut against the grains. At this point, you're gonna wanna get your pan nice and hot. Put a little butter in the pan. You could use any kind of oil. I just like butter, it adds a little more flavor. Start with the cheese. I'm gonna start with the steak. Onions and peppers. Top it with a little more cheese and fold them over. Drop each quesadilla into the pan. And let cook until golden brown on one side. And then we'll flip. Once they're done on both sides, scoop them out of the pan, a little more butter, and let's assemble the chicken. Just like last time, this time chicken, peppers, and onions. Fold them over and toss them in your pan. Let these brown on this side, just like the steak. Give them a flip, brown on that side, about 10 minutes, and they'll be ready to go. And here they are, 2 chicken, 2 steak. Slice them into thirds. Once they're sliced into thirds, they're ready to serve. Let's start with the chicken. It's a nice chili lime chicken, cheesy. Peppers add a nice little crunch and a sweetness. Nice crispy outside tortilla, fast, easy, delicious. Now for the steak. Same thing as the chicken, just with steak. A little chewier meat. Overall, just as good. I think I prefer the chicken one a little more. Serve these up with salsa, sour cream, guac, any sides that you want. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. I post every week, and until next time, peace.